Hello everyone, this is Noah and I am back with another video, and in this video I will be covering another Guild Wars 2 build, and this build will be a warrior longbow build. Let's jump into my choices. First I use the longbow as my primary weapon, obviously. Any sigil will do. I just like the fire one for AoE damage. Makes more sense for PvP sense. And I always carry the greatsword in the offhand because it is the most damaging of all the warrior weapons. Next, I went with all sigils, which I will explain later in my skills and talents. And the last thing you're going to need is I put Coat of the Eagle, and I put the Berserker's Amulet. The reason being is this build relies heavily on crit. I'm floating at around 71% crit, is what it says. And with all this extra stuff, I'm doing about 15% more damage on all the crits, not counting in other abilities. Um, I'll show you what I did here. You can put 10 points here, or you can interchange it and move down to Cygnus, recharge 20% faster. The only reason I didn't I didn't think about it at the time, but we're gonna actually do that right now. But I didn't want to interrupt it while in the middle of this, but put 10 points down here instead of the 10 points in strength. Reason being is you'll want this crit and 5 stacks of adrenaline on weapon swap, so if you swap to your greatsword real quick, you can activate your burst skill. And the critical damage is also increased. You'll want to have 30 points in tactics and increase your longbow damage against burning foes. Increase longbow range. This is the heart and soul of all your abilities, and you'll want the last one to increase power of nearby allies. This also works on yourself, but it doesn't seem, well, it's supposed to work, but it does not seem to work on me. But it'd be a good nice little thing if it did, but it doesn't. You'll want then 30 points in arms, because you're going to get more bleeds. Burst skills have a 10% greater chance to crit and increase damage to bleeding foes. The biggest key about this is your number 1 attack, dual shot, shoots 2 weapons, so that's basically double the chance. You'll want to get deep strike, 40 plus 40 precision for each unused signet. Why you have all the signets. 33% chance to cause vulnerability on critical hits, so that way you'll do more damage consistently, and since you're always going to have this attack, shooting 2 arrows is really going to help out. And last but not least, you will want to gain extra adrenaline on critical hits, because this ability does massive amounts of damage for the effect that it has. That is it as far as the build goes. If you I'm sorry, what do you call it? The comment video will be created next, and will be sent as an annotation. That way you have the freedom to choose whether you want to see it or not. One last important thing before I go. Your main stats with this build are precision, vitality, and power. Those are going to be your main concern. Vitality's overall increase in survivability, power does more damage, obviously, and precision is higher crit. But other than that, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my other videos, and subscribe. See you later.